In the vast northern expanse of the world, where winter winds whistle through ancient forests and modern skylines glow against the night, Canada stands at a turning point. The year is 2025, and the country is preparing for one of the most transformative decades in its history. This is a nation built on resilience, innovation, and imagination, quiet in reputation, yet bold in ambition. While the world shifts through political uncertainty, climate challenges, and rapid technological change, Canada has chosen a different path, one defined by megaprojects that seek not only to reshape the physical landscape, but to reimagine the possibilities of a modern society. What follows is the story of those megaprojects and the future they promise to create. As 2025 dawns, cranes swing above cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, and Ottawa, marking the start of a building boom unlike anything the country has seen in generations. These are not just ordinary construction plans. They are sprawling, multi-billion-dollar endeavors aimed at redefining how people move, work, generate energy, and connect with one another. In Toronto, the skyline is already famous for its forest of glass towers, yet the city is preparing for an even more dramatic transformation. Beneath its bustling streets, an entirely new subway line is taking shape, a line designed to relieve pressure from some of the most overcrowded transit corridors in North America. It's a mega project built not just for today's commuters, but for the millions who will call the city home in the coming decades. Engineers work day and night, carving out tunnels through dense bedrock, building the foundation for a new era of mobility. When completed, this massive expansion promises to change daily life for millions. But urban transit is only the beginning. Across the country, new high-speed rail proposals are sparking debates and dreams in equal measure. The concept of seamlessly traveling from Toronto to Montreal in just a couple of hours has captivated planners for decades. But 2025 marks a turning point. Updated feasibility studies, political momentum, and pressures from population growth have revived the conversation with unprecedented urgency. Meanwhile, in Western Canada, the idea of connecting Calgary and Edmonton with a high-speed line continues to gain traction. While challenges remain, financial, environmental, and political, the drive to modernize Canada's intercity transportation is stronger than ever. The dream of a fast, affordable, zero-emission rail network has become more than a fantasy. It's now a vision guiding policy, innovation, and investment. Energy, too, is entering a revolutionary phase. Far in the northern provinces, where hydroelectric dams sit like giants carved into rocky landscapes, new renewable megaprojects are rising. Canada's identity as a global leader in clean energy is accelerating, driven by an ambitious goal to reach net zero emissions. Massive wind farms sweep across the Atlantic coast, where steady breezes turn towering turbines high above the ocean surface. Offshore wind, once considered too complex or costly, is now a cornerstone of long-term energy planning. In the flat prairie provinces, solar farms glitter like fields of mirrors under the endless sky, generating power for homes, businesses, and industries that are shifting towards electrification. And in British Columbia, engineers and environmental experts are completing some of the country's most ambitious hydroelectric expansions, aiming to secure clean, reliable power for generations to come. Meanwhile, the future of green energy isn't limited to wind, water, and sun. In 2025, hydrogen production is being positioned as a major pillar of Canada's economic and environmental future. The country's vast natural resources, combined with modern infrastructure, have allowed it to emerge as one of the world's top contenders in the hydrogen race. From Alberta's industrial heartland to Quebec's renewable-powered facilities, hydrogen megaprojects are taking form, promising to fuel heavy industries, long-haul transportation, and export opportunities to global markets hungry for clean alternatives. It's a field filled with innovation, pipelines designed to carry hydrogen mixtures, refueling stations built for hydrogen-powered trucks, and research labs developing safer and more efficient technologies. To many experts, hydrogen represents more than just another energy source. It's a ticket to an entirely new economic frontier. In parallel, the transformation of infrastructure goes beyond transportation and energy. Canada's digital landscape is undergoing its own revolution. With the rise of artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and 5G networks, the country is building massive data and research hubs aimed at securing its place in the future global digital economy. Partnerships between universities, startups, and tech giants are fueling the development of advanced research centers where cutting-edge innovation takes place. In 2025, one of the most ambitious projects involves expanding quantum computing facilities in Ontario and British Columbia, centers capable of solving problems far beyond the reach of traditional computers. These facilities are expected to push medical research, cybersecurity, and climate modeling into new realms, making Canada a world leader in the next wave of technological discovery. Beyond the cities and labs, Canada's northern regions are also becoming the focus of megaproject planning. The Arctic, long seen as remote and isolated, is emerging as a strategic priority due to climate change, shifting trade routes, and growing global geopolitical interest. As melting ice opens new passages and exposes untapped resources, Canada is investing heavily in northern infrastructure. Airports are being expanded, new all-season roads are connecting remote communities, and advanced communication systems are being installed to close the digital divide. Indigenous communities, knowledge keepers of the North, are central to these plans, leading many of the discussions around sustainable development and environmental protection. In 2025, the country is striving to ensure that northern megaprojects are not imposed from outside, but co-created with the people who call the North home. Water, too, plays a central role in Canada's megaproject vision. With climate change, threatening coastlines, and intensifying storms, cities like Vancouver, Halifax, and St. John's are investing heavily in flood defenses, seawalls, and climate-resilient infrastructure. Underground reservoirs, advanced stormwater systems, and new green spaces designed to absorb rainfall are becoming critical parts of urban planning. These projects are not glamorous in the traditional sense. There are no towering skyscrapers or futuristic vehicles, but they are essential. They represent a silent, powerful defense against the unpredictable challenges of a warming planet. One of the most ambitious concepts rising in 2025 involves rethinking housing entirely. As Canada grapples with one of the most intense affordability crises in its history, governments and private developers are turning toward modular megaprojects. These large-scale developments use factory-built components to dramatically cut construction time and cost. Entire neighborhoods can be assembled in months instead of years. These projects aim to provide tens of thousands of new homes, complete with parks, community centers, and transit access. They are designed not just as shelters, but as vibrant, inclusive communities. The hope is that by scaling up modular construction, Canada can relieve pressure on housing markets and give families, newcomers, and young people a fair chance at building their futures. Amid all these developments, sustainability remains a priority woven through every decision. Many new megaprojects integrate carbon-neutral construction materials, smart sensors, and circular design principles. Buildings are equipped with energy-efficient systems capable of learning from occupant behavior. Roads are embedded with technology that can communicate with electric and autonomous vehicles. Some cities are even experimenting with vertical farming complexes, towering structures where crops grow year-round under carefully controlled environments, providing fresh produce without relying on long-distance transportation. These futuristic ideas are becoming reality, fueled by a society that recognizes the urgency of climate action and the power of innovation. Yet megaprojects are not just about steel and concrete. They are about people, citizens who will live, work, and dream within these new spaces. As Canada evolves, so do its cultural and social landscapes. New public spaces are being designed to reflect diversity and inclusivity. Museums and cultural centers are undergoing expansions that highlight Indigenous history and contemporary voices, ensuring that the country's future is rooted in truth, reconciliation, and respect. Public art installations, open-air theaters, and community hubs are flourishing as cities invest in places that bring people together. The future of Canada is not simply technological or economic. It is deeply human. As the world watches, Canada in 2025 stands at the edge of a bold new era. Its megaprojects stretch from coast to coast to coast, massive visionary undertakings that speak to a country striving to build a cleaner, smarter, more connected future. These projects carry challenges, financial financial hurdles, environmental considerations, and the complexities of public opinion. But they also carry hope. Hope that children growing up today will inherit a nation that is stronger, more resilient, and more innovative than the one before. Hope that Canada's vast landscapes, from urban skylines to northern tundra, will be shaped not by chance, but by thoughtful planning and collective ambition.